Well, hello, everybody. I hope you are having a super awesome day. You guys have joined me on a novel discussion. And of course, that all began because of our book Someday. Now, tonight is a very special night because the book has officially dropped, and a lot of you guys have already purchased it. So I truly do thank you. But we're going to divulge a little bit deeper tonight with all the characters. If you have not had an opportunity to purchase this book, what are you waiting for? You are missing such a great opportunity to learn more about characters in their overall lives and how their overall nature relates to that of ours. And so we have this available in printed form on Amazon only because it allows you to have your shipping and everything in one place. And of course, we love that. We love being able to click one button, get everything you need, and roll on out. But we also have it on Roku, Kobo for those who like to use the iBooks and things of that nature. We have it on the Kindle version. We also have it with Barnes and Nobles because some people still want to be able to go to the book and mortar stores so they can get those things knocked out. So we have it there as well. And we're working on two other locations that we want to connect with as well so that it could be available there. So you guys have an opportunity to get your novel someday so that you can be able to follow along with us as we're doing these introductions. Now, tonight, I have a very special guest with me, and it is Christopher Stanley, you guys. He has
Uh,
agreed. Yeah, we're going to do our claps all around. He has agreed to talk to us from a male perspective and to give his overall view about different wisdom that he has as it relates to some of the things that the characters are going through. So we're so excited to have him with us. So you want to continue to tune in for our next segment as well because he has things that he wants to share with us. Okay. So, Chris, we're going to go ahead and get started with the question that I asked everybody. What comes to your mind when you hear the word someday?
well, someday, first thing come to my mind is basically like, someday I will be where I want to be,
Mhm,
exactly where I want to be in life.
mhm.
That's the first thing that come to my mind, like my future.
Yeah.
Someday it'll be exactly how I want
Exactly,
it.
exactly.
Yeah,
And so that's sort of like a mental picture that we sort of
right,
hold or hang on our wall somewhere in
right,
our mind that we can look at and
right,
be like, I'm gonna move there someday.
right, exactly.
Okay, okay. So talk to me a little bit about how can we ensure that we remain focused on that concept for someday? Because when we talked briefly the other day, you talked about how as you have grown and matured, that you have a different perspective about someday. That now you feel like something's going to happen, it's on the brink, like it's almost here. You can like feel it, you
Right,
know. Do
right,
you
yeah.
do you think that that is the same case when we are younger, or does that sort of come with age?
Well, I guess, well, I'll say it'll come with age. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, you might feel, well, I don't know. Then again, because then when I was younger, I did always felt like I was gonna be somebody special or be
Oh,
like
you special,
somebody.
you know that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I knew it was special, but like I kind of want to say like famous or maybe somebody that a lot of people look up to or
Mhm,
follow like a
mhm,
leader. I always felt like that some kind of
mhm,
way, somehow, some way. Never knew how, but I
mhm.
always felt like that. But as I got older, like it came, my picture of like what I'm here for started to get more clearer. Like
Ah,
the reason that I'm here, like to help people or the path that I need to be on and stuff like that. As I got older, of course, it got more clearer and what I need to do and which path I need to follow and stuff like that. More so than being younger, like you just know it's gonna happen. Don't know how it's gonna happen, but now
mhm.
older, you just figure out how you got to make it happen more so than when you was younger.
I agree with that. Definitely. I think our vision does get clearer as we get older because we have different exposure, different
Right,
experiences. You meet different people that sometimes put different things in your path that sort of makes it a little bit more clearer for you as well. So I totally agree with that.
right.
So back to my original question, and I sort of diverted over.
Yeah, yeah,
How can you maintain that momentum that once you have in your mind, because you said you always known that you were a
right,
leader. You always known that some way, somehow, that this is going to happen in your life. How do you maintain the momentum? Because someday, if it's long, sometimes we get weary and be like, man, shoot, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, man. How do we keep
right.
that going?
Well, me. personally is remain focused and keep the faith. Like no
Mm-hmm.
matter what happens, like you gotta keep your faith. You gotta look at things for the good. You gotta try to bring the good out of every situation, no matter what it is. You gotta
Yeah.
always look at the good side, because like at the end of the day, without faith, you don't have nothing at the end of the day. So
You said a
you got
mouthful there.
really,
Yeah, you gotta have faith. If
right,
you're, we all know that they said that faith is substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So even though you
right,
haven't physically seen it, then you are still believing that I know it's possible. I know it's going to happen,
right,
and that does fuel you and sort of
right,
serves as your momentum.
right,
Great. So
right.
that's pretty cool right there. All right, so we're gonna jump a little bit further into the book. The
Okay,
very first chapter that opens up, so let's start there. Constance
okay,
and Trudy are two of the main characters, and they are the book sort of opens with them being in a bookstore, ironically.
right,
And so when they come in, it starts with their perspective about what they think a relationship should look like. And I specifically started with the woman's perspective, one, because I'm a woman, of course, but
right.
mostly sometimes when people think of relationships or desiring relationships, they more so start with the woman point of view. Do you think that that's fair? That they sort of think that men, they ain't looking for no real relationship. They're just trying to get what they want. Do you think that's fair for people to have that mindset that it's only women who really want a meaningful relationship? Or do men really have that, maybe somewhere deep down? They have that too.
Nah, nah, it's definitely not fair. Like it takes two, so I never understood if it takes two for that situation, like in
Mm-hmm.
a relationship. So it shouldn't be just one like just for women. Not
Yeah.
nothing against women, but yeah, everybody got feelings. I don't care how hard or how a man's supposed to look so strong
Mm-hmm.
or in a certain situation now, because deep down everybody have feelings like
Yeah.
or way they want to be treated or loved. Everybody needs love. I don't care.
Get that right.
It's just nah. So at the end of the day, no, it's not. I don't feel it's fair just for to look at it the female's perspective or what. So I
Yeah, I
definitely
like that.
both both sides.
You do. You need both.
Yeah.
It's even a scale has two opposing
Right.
sides. In order
Right.
for it to balance out, you have to have two components. So it's
Right.
very true for this same thought here. You have to have a man perspective as well as a woman perspective in order for there to be a balance in the relationship.
Right.
Wonderful. Now I want you to hold that thought too, because I got a question later on
Okay.
that's
Okay.
gonna reveal some of those components too. Okay.